Hey everybody, it's Black Friday 2013, November 29th, 2013. Another Shooting the Ropes. This is Cue Ball. Today, I've got a bone to pick with independent wrestler in Michigan. He's gone by the wrestling name of Tobias Vargo and Jaden Andrews. I think that's what he uses whenever he wrestles anyways. Got a bone to pick with him. Now, let's do a backstory on the whole thing with this Tobias Vargo. One, I've never personally been friends with the guy. I've never personally really met him. I've gone and saw some wrestling shows when I've gone to MWO shows, which is Michigan Wrestling Organization shows. I saw him at some shows when I went, this is probably 6 years ago, maybe 5, whenever it was. It was a while ago. And I met him, I saw a couple matches he was in, and really didn't pay much attention to him. Not really. And then, of course, on Facebook, everyone goes on there and they make their little comments or whatnot. And the first time that he really got my attention was Peter B. Beautiful. Cannot pronounce his last name. That's why I'm not going to try to say it and butcher it. He had posted a comment that status that he was in the hospital. And during that time, everyone was giving him his prayers and well wishes and trying to find what was wrong with him. Well, Tobias went on there and made a comment about, oh, well, you're someplace that doesn't believe in God. So he started spouting religious stuff off while the guy was at a hospital. Instead of actually saying, hey, are you okay? Hope everything's all right. Instead, he decided to drop down a bunch of religion. Now, I'm not a very religious guy. Everyone's got their own beliefs. I've got my own. I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to butcher anyone for whatever they believe in or whatnot. So I I basically just like everybody else, they told him to fuck off. So I stayed away from that. And then the next time there was a banner. I think it was for the I think it was Bill Matlocks or something. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. But he was having a show in October. It was like a fundraiser, and there was a wrestler on there. It's the Black Diamond, who is a very good, talented wrestler. I saw him years and years ago, and I actually personally walked up to him, and it's not like my opinion matters. I personally went up to him and said, you've got talent. You really need to, if you're not done with training, you really need to finish training and get yourself out there, because you are a hidden gem, the Black Diamond, as his name is. He's a hidden gem, he's a really good talent, and he really needs to get himself out there in independent wrestling. And he's now started doing that. And I saw that his name was on a flyer for this fundraiser show, and I made a comment. I was like, "Oh wow, this is a good talent. You really need to watch this guy. He's the future of the business. In my own terms." And then Tobias went on there and said, "Oh, I hope this is a joke." Now Tobias has had I guess he had an altercation with this guy. I'm guessing. I don't really know the whole story, considering their past in wrestling and promotions that they worked for or whatnot. And he made that comment. I was like, wait a minute, dude, what the hell? This guy's a really talented guy. Just because you don't have the talent doesn't mean that, you need to rip on anybody else. To me, because he's a nobody. But like I said, I'm a fan. I don't really know who's all top dog or whatnot. But the way I've seen it, this guy's been wrestling for 6 or 7 years, and he's just like some people. He really hasn't gone anywhere, in my standards, anyways. So me and him went back and forth. And, I made some comments about some things that were in his past that I was aware of, and the only reason I was aware of is because someone that is in my not close circle, but my family, my personal family, knew a little of his history. So yeah, maybe I was kind of bad that I made a comment, but he sat there and said, "Oh well, that was when I was a stupid kid and I was young and blah 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 blah." Well, lo and behold, I'm sitting there online, and one of my friends, who doesn't live in the state or anything, they sent me something. They're like, hey, wasn't there a guy that you were had an argument with? That's a wrestler in Michigan. That you were making a comment about how he was that he did like this cross dressing thing or something. I was like, yeah, why? He's like, well, I got something to show you. I was like, all right. So he sends me this link. He sends me the link, and I just about died, because what Tobias Vargo did was he was covering his ass and he lied. And there on Craigslist was a ad for trannies of him cross-dressed, saying that he was 420 friendly and he was very submissive and he was coming out of the closet. Now, I'm not trying to, hurt the guy. I mean, I personally, like I said, I don't know him and I'm not friends with him or anything. But to me, what he had stated about a month or two earlier was a lie, that he still does this. So all I did was I went on Facebook and I posted pictures like, explain yourself. He's not even on my friends list, so somebody on my Facebook sent him a link. Hey, here's a picture. This is posted to you. So then the guy goes ape shit crazy and starts threatening me and telling me, I don't know what your problem is and blah blah blah, but you need to take it down. I'm not gonna take it down. It's my own Facebook. Sorry, dude. You can say what you want to say on your Facebook. I can say what I want to say on my Facebook. I can say whatever the hell I want. To be honest with you. So he sits there and cries. I don't say a damn word to him. He sends me another post. Dude, you need to take it down. And here's the other thing too. Here's two things. The person that gave it to me, they're kind of in that way. I don't have a thing against your race, religion, your sexual orientation, what type of person you are. So it wasn't like I was dogging down on him because of what he wants to do. But to me, it was somebody that lied to me. And I don't like people that like lying. Like I said, I wasn't trying to, show him out, So to me, it was, he lied. He's like, oh, it was something I did when I was a kid. Okay, well, you're still doing it. And he made it seem like I posted this goddamn thing on a billboard. I didn't post it on the billboard, dude. It was on my Facebook. So the little 600 people that were in my circle of friends saw it and sent it to you. So you're blowing it up. So there's no problem. Then he goes on his own Facebook and he posts something that, I really want to murder somebody. And someone makes a comment that, they asked if it was me that posted it. No comment. I didn't see anything else. And then he goes and posts his garbage and stuff. And so anyways, it was basically that I figured, he was a liar. He lied, and he actually, in a way, I was doing him kind of a service by, dude, make it a big scene, because you know what? He's the one that posted on Craigslist. I didn't post on Craigslist, so he's actually making it more public. And the other bad thing about his picture is that he doesn't know how to crop pictures, because in the mirror on his self picture is a picture of him in his graduation gown, which is on his Facebook. So if he was going to try to say, oh, well, that's not me, sorry, dude, you outed yourself, technically, even though you're coming out of the closet, and you outed yourself by having that picture in your picture on Craigslist. And you gotta think, have you not heard the stories about people on Craigslist? You can put the ad on there, somebody will be like, oh yeah, I want to meet you, and then you can be dead. And so somehow I'm doing something wrong. So anyways, he posts something on it. He keeps threatening me to take it down. He tells me the story about, hey, I just became a shift manager here, and I got to take care of this person, and yada yada. You really need to take this down. You don't know what kind of can of worms you open. Okay, I opened up a can of worms because you're confused. I understand if you're confused. All right, dude. I'm still not gonna take it down. I haven't plastered it all over the place like I could. Like this video, I could plaster that picture all over the place if I wanted to. But guess what? I didn't. I just did it on my Facebook. So you put on Craigslist, which there's a lot more people that are on Craigslist than my Facebook. So anyways, yeah, I know this is a big, long, drawn-out bitch. And then he sends me things like, well, you know what? I could still dress up as a woman and kick your ass. So I'm giving you 3 options. I could kick your ass, I could get a PPO, or 3, I can make it look like you're blackmailing me. I said to him, like, how am I blackmailing you? I haven't even said a damn word to you. And I didn't say this to him. I'm thinking this to myself. Lo and behold, on his own Facebook, he puts, what do you do? Who do you contact if someone's trying to blackmail you? And people are saying FBI and blah, blah, blah. And he makes a comment that, well, there's this guy there's this creepy dude that wants me to do some really weird things that I don't want to do. And he's forcing me to do it, or blah, blah, blah. Trying to make it look like I blackmailed him. Sorry, dude. I'm going to be adding the captions of the messages that you sent me just to show who's trying to blackmail who. So with that comment, you can fuck off. Number 2, Mr. Tobias, I guess it's time to not really squash it, but, well, actually there's something else too. He also said that I ruined his wrestling career. So if I ruined your wrestling career, 1, you have to have a wrestling career to destroy. You've been wrestling for 6, 7, 8 years, and you've gone nowhere. Not saying it doesn't happen to a lot of people, but he hasn't really gone anywhere. And really, the only promotions he works for are people that might not really know who he is, and he kind of gets a pass. Maybe, like I said, I don't know. This is my words, not anybody else's. He gets a pass on to work on a promotion, and I know he was working at one, I think it was Sky Dojo, and he bitched because he wasn't going over or something. I guess he thinks he's some goddamn star here in Michigan. I don't know. But the other promotion he works for is PPW, and this is a promotion that he left the MWO for under the guise of Xavier Justice. I guess that's where he got the rest of his training. I don't know. So anyways, and when he was working for the MWO, from what I understand, he was found out to be the mole and no longer works for the MWO. So here's the guy that the first promotion that gave him his shot, that gave him a spot to wrestle, the MWO. He now since then has done nothing but spit. You don't spit on your home. That's what's been going on in a lot of independent promotions, especially in Michigan, a lot. And it's been happening a lot in the last month or so, or I'm sorry, the year or so. Is that wrestlers who've been wrestling for a home for a long time, and then they go under the guise of somebody else, that somebody wants to sit there and say, hey, here, I'll give you a shot. I'll put you up in the higher stage because this other promotion, and then you sit there and you shit on them. You don't shit on your home. You don't shit on the people that made you, who were your family. The people that gave you a start, gave you a spot to start on. You don't turn around and shit on them. I've been around this business for 15, 16 years as a fan. Just because my little ring announcing or whatnot doesn't make me a wrestler, doesn't make me a vet or anything. Because you know what? Everyone that goes in there has gotten trained and steps in that ring, they demand respect. And all you're doing is shitting on them. That's, to me, you're shitting on them. Anybody else, I don't know. But you did that, and then you lied. And that, to me, there's a lot of boys that are probably in the back that might be thinking, and they might not. I mean, everyone has different beliefs in the locker room and the religion and their own personal beliefs. That, is this just a guise? You're wrestling? You're wrestling because you're confused. You don't know who you are. You don't know if you're a man or a woman or what you are. You know what? To me, just if you're gonna be one, if you want to be a tranny or whatever, embrace it. Don't hide it. I understand that you haven't told anybody because you're still trying to figure out after 10 years. Well, why don't you step away from the ring, which you said your career's already destroyed. So I guess I shouldn't be seeing you in a ring for a while because you said I've destroyed your career, which is fine. I haven't seen anyone complain to me and say, take the picture down, or it's just you. You're the one that made the big, blew the whole thing up. It's just really aggravating to, you sitting there, well, I'm going to make it look like you blackmailed me. You're right, dude. I've got the messages. I'm sorry you're trying to blow something up and make it seem like it's not. And that's going to piss me off. I left you alone the first time with the Pure Be Beautiful thing. The second time with the black diamond, okay, you kind of pissed me off, and I was going to do a video, and I said, fuck it. The third time, because I posted something, then you get mad at me about it. I didn't take it down. I'm not going to take it down. I'm sorry. Hell, you know what I even did? I had a picture that I dressed up as Lady Gaga, and I put on my own goddamn Facebook. I'm one ugly bitch, okay? I'll tell you this. You're a better-looking woman than I am. I look like a dragged-out, cracked-out whore on meth or something with my frickin' beard and everything else. I dressed up as Halloween. I had no problem. People made comments on my picture. They were laughing. I know one was, leave my dog alone. And, I'm an ugly bitch and everything else. You know what? I can joke about it, yes. I embraced that I dressed up as a woman for Halloween. Oh, no. I'm embarrassed. No, I wouldn't have posted on Facebook if I didn't think it was humorous. You posted something on Craigslist, which is way worse than Facebook, like I said. Now I have to walk around, be afraid that, oh no, I've got a transvestite or it or something, an Adrian Adonis wannabe walking around threatening to kick my ass. Really, dude? What's gonna happen? You gonna blacklist me from PPW shows? Oh no, they only get about 30 or 40 fans at their goddamn shows anyway. So what, did you blacklist the rest of the people and that's why you only get 30 people? How many people pay for them goddamn shows to go to? I mean, really? Seriously? Oh no, I'm scared. You know, I've been around this business, like I said, I've been around this business for a long time. I've been blacklisted twice. I've been threatened by some top stars before. And now I basically degraded myself because I'm fighting with a transvestite wrestler. It's unbelievable. And like I said, you're one of the reasons why a lot of people don't trust people when they ask, hey, can you train me? Because they never know what's going to happen. Nowadays, it's hard to believe what somebody says because you never know if they're going to turn around and shit on you. I'm sorry that you've had a tough time in your wrestling career because you haven't trained enough or whatnot. If you've been wrestling this long, why are you only wrestling for maybe 1 or 2 promotions? I'm not cutting you down because, you know, I don't know your training. But obviously, you've really gone nowhere. Okay? I mean, there's a guy at PPW that I think is 60 years old that's had more title reigns and had more of a fanfare than you have in your 6-year career. It's just sad. You know, if you're a wrestler and you really want to be a wrestler, concentrate on the wrestling. Go and get trained. Go to the House of Truth. Go somewhere. Don't go to a wrestling school that's got some weird fucked up point system by a dude that rolls joints and wants to go online all the time talking about, hey, I smoked this or I smoked that and bitch. And then sit there online and make comments like he's the top promoter of the fucking wrestling world. And then when the same goddamn thing he's bitching about happens to his own fucking promotion, he sits there and erases the shit off his own Facebook page. Because he doesn't want to show that he just fucking turned his back on himself. It's hilarious. The wrestling industry in the state of Michigan has turned to shit because of people like you and people like him. They want to sit there and have this big, gigantic fucking ego and this chip on their shoulder because, oh, I'm a wrestler, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Maybe the only reason he started a school and started his own promotion is because maybe he got blacklisted and he talked too much shit that he had to start his own wrestling promotion so he could actually wrestle. Now, if he pays the boys, I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. If you're a wrestling promotion, you're sitting there fighting with I guess you'd say maybe a borderline backyard promotion for a goddamn venue, then there's something wrong with you and your promotion. There's something wrong with your whole mindset on how to run a wrestling promotion. Like I said, I'm just a fan. I'm not a wrestler. I don't know too much, but I've seen a lot. And you know what? Unlike a lot of other people, I don't have a booking next week. I don't have a booking next month. I will say what I say because to me it's the truth. And if you disagree with me, you can leave a comment. You can send an email. You can do whatever. Find me on Facebook. If you see me at a wrestling show, which I don't go to many wrestling shows anymore because I have a family, then why don't you confront me there? Instead, you're going to make someone like you are going to sit there and make a threat because I posted something on Facebook. You're going to be a whiny little bitch like everybody else, a keyboard warrior. Here I am on a video. I'm not a keyboard warrior. I'm not hiding. I'm not too hard to find. When I'm at a wrestling show, you'll know when I'm at a wrestling show. Now, if you want to pull this crap of I'm trying to blackmail you, show the proof. Show the messages. I don't give a shit, you fat fuck. You fucking muffin top. I really don't give a shit. Because like I said, I'm sick of the people that disrespect this business. I love this business. Okay? Maybe more so than people like you that are in that ring every week. I'm not saying everybody. Because there's a lot of guys that I know in this business that go in that ring and they train every damn day for every match. But obviously, you just like to sit there and think you've got this big giant star on your head that you should be the main attraction when you've been wrestling for so long. Well, I've wrestled for this, and then you're possibly using people's names that you've tagged with or you've wrestled with, or you might have gotten some training and say, "Well, this person trained me." Well, we already know that it has been posted that one person said that they weren't going to give you the okay. You've got a chip on your shoulder, dude. You need to just calm the fuck down. You need to actually be a human and try to figure out what the hell you are, who the hell you are, and be a wrestler. Not sit there with a chip on your shoulder. Get the training that you need and finish up. Then become the superstar you want to be. Don't sit there and act like you're one when you're not. Like I said, there's a lot of guys that have been out there in the last year or so, and you've been out for 6 years, and they've accomplished more. And it's not about who they know. Maybe it's because they got the training. Maybe you lack some skills that you need to go back in and you need to train. Now, I don't know if PPW's training facilities are going to help you or not. Go to the House of Truth. To me, that's one of the only schools that I know in the state of Michigan that guaranteed you're going to get training, and they're going to work, and he's going to work you hard. Now, if there's other training schools, I don't know. I know BWCW is starting back up. Blue Water Championship Wrestling. Maybe you should go over there and contact them to get some training. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a wrestler. I'm just a fan with an opinion, and I'm going to let you know it. So, until next time, everyone, because I'm losing my voice, this is Cue Ball, and this is Shooting the Ropes.